Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. We are having Skynet technical difficulties tonight already, as we can see. So hopefully you catch the show. If you don't catch the show, then you know what happened. Um, so I had to start this off tonight. A lot of people are like, Erica, don't do it, girl. Don't talk about the pastor, girl. Aria Grande shouldn't have came in there with them short shirts and booty shorts on. And I'm sorry. Nah, bro, we're not gonna play that. We're not gonna sit here and blame an outsider for wearing regular clothes to an event she shouldn't have probably maybe been at. But that's the problem. We have a society full of people saying, "Well, she shouldn't have wore that." No, that grown man didn't even need to touch her, didn't even need to hold her hand. It's not like they were initiating a prayer. He needed to stand back and not touch her. But we got a lot of creepy creepies in the community, and they think, well, I can touch them. If they dress like that, I can touch them. No, dude, that's some rapey shit. You borderline on the rapist tip, yo. Don't say none of that around me, right? Because we already see y'all love R. Kelly. Y'all won't let R. Kelly go because y'all love him. But I tell you what, if it was your child, you'd be out there beating the brakes off R. Kelly. But because Aria Grande is an outsider, which I can say her name messed up because it's my show. It's okay. Well, it's okay. She shouldn't have dressed like that. It's a church. Everybody ain't on code for what black church decorum is. Everybody ain't on code for that. Plus, she got invited to speak there. So my problem is these nasty folks in the community who know they probably got a creepy, touchy person in their family over here touching somebody that clear body language is saying, "Don't touch me. Stop touching me." But nah, it's okay, Erica. You being over the top, Erica. They're just trying to hold the man down. Nah, boo. Homeboy's been fresh probably with the ladies for a long time. We can't sit here and call out the Catholic Church and other people if you're gonna let Pastor Pencilbeard or whatever that mustache he had on his face was touch people in public. And no, he wrong. And no, he wrong. No, he was being fresh. You know what I mean? It was one thing, 2-second hold, inappropriate let go, and homegirl backing up. Homegirl backing up for a solid 3 jokes. That's your sign, bro. That's your sign. So I was watching this other video and this guy was saying, well, men get criticized every time they touch anybody. And honestly, men do live in a society where they're really not allowed to be touchy-feely with people other than their spouse and their own children. And I agreed on somebody else's show about that. That's true. That's true. Unfortunately, we do live in a society where, if men are touching people, you're like, whoa, what are you doing? Even huggy-feely people at my church, I'm always like, oh, okay. But we all know the church hug. We all know that outside church hug. He even broke the protocols for the outside church hug. Outside church hug would have been his arm on the outside of her shoulder while he's telling those corny jokes that were not necessary at a funeral. But leave it to black people to be like, well, she was wearing a short dress. Tell you what, if it was your daughter, you'd be out on the street, meet me in the parking lot. But we're going to play stupid. So, okay. I just want to bring y'all in tonight. I just had to get that off my chest. I've been in several people's shows today, and they were trying to, they were trying so hard to defend this nasty bum. You know what I mean? I just don't even understand. I'm like, that's the same dude you see at church that's creepy, and you make a beeline to get away from him. If you see him coming, where my hug? He's one of those dudes. Dog, come over here and hug me if you want to. I'm not playing with you. Don't get kneed in the crotch at church. But we have a community. Love defending those kind of people. I don't know why. So anyway, creepy, sleazy, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? All kind of stuff. Health Weight Talk, you need to watch the video because a lot of people see a clip of it. They see a picture. They're like, that's not bad. But the whole time he's like pulling her closer and she's just like, if you don't get the fuck off me. Like, if I was her security guard, I'd have came up on stage and be like, you all right? Get that extra check. Anyway, what y'all doing tonight? Let's see. Oh, honey, they've been all day long trying to justify it. Some people even deleted their videos because they were like, well, her dress was inappropriate. What that got to do with a grown person touching somebody at a funeral service? Well, look how Bill Clinton and them was acting. I don't care. Bill can stare at her all day. He didn't touch her. These are the people you when you have children, they have to walk to the school bus, or they walk to school, or they walk home. This is what you're dealing with. This right here. These kind of people. Hence Erica's Second Amendment. Hence homeschooling for many years, because my kids ain't gonna be with y'all. Y'all don't know how to act. Y'all don't know how to act, and y'all justifying R. Kelly-like people. That makes me nervous. Now, today's Sunday. It's a cut-up Sunday. It's late. It ain't gonna be a ton of y'all in here. I ain't worried about that. I just had to say, what's happening in your city? Please put your city in the comments so we can talk about each different city here, because today when I was driving around, I saw a lot of empty commercial spots that weren't empty before. And I'm in Austin, Texas, and we're an economic powerhouse. We have 157 people moving here a day. We got people coming here into school, people coming here for grad school. We got people coming here for computer tech jobs. But yet I was in a part of a community where it's like that gentrification pool. And we got right outside that one part of the neighborhood, a bunch of empty shops. I was shocked because there were people there earlier this year. So what does that tell me? It tells me there's some changes coming. But just like with the pastor today, I'm going to tie this in. Give me a second. I'm going to tie it in. It depends on where our neck is, right? Because see, our head follows where our neck is. And so many people at that church are just co-signing for this raggedy, dusty, sleazy man, because they doing this. They looking up and trying to act like they don't see. Like, don't tell me what my eyes are telling me, right? Same thing with Donald Trump. A lot of these white people know that this is not your great white hope. This dude did not come save you. I just went and saw The Black Klansman. And it was good, but towards the end, it was kind of like Spike Lee preachy. Like in the last outgoing segments, I was like, not today, Spike Lee. I don't need that. I don't need that. And what I noticed is people see it, right? Like people know what's going on, right? There was a guy in the airport. He got tackled to the ground. And he was like, they're treating me like a black guy. And all my cop people I know are like, no, they treat you like somebody who is not following this cop's orders. Okay? You know, so it's one of those things where people can see, they're just choosing not, right? Like right now, there's a bunch of homeless people they kind of pushed out of downtown Austin. And I'm up near Round Rock almost. And they under the bridge over here. Now, my first thought is there's no shelters over here. There's no wood line for you to hide out over here. What you homeless people doing up here? Come to find out, a lot of these homeless people have cars, or they live in some of these cheaper apartments in these areas. And so they panhandle up here. So the panhandle moves, right? Because at some point, what happens is there's so many homeless people in one spot, it becomes dangerous even for them to be around each other. Some of those people are robbers, right? And so when I'm sitting here driving through traffic, and I talked to one of my friends who does very well financially, he's like, oh, I didn't even notice that. I'll look out for it this week. And that's how our economy is going to be. There's going to be a bunch of people who not even going to notice it. They're going to be like, what? There's homeless people increasing? There's crime increasing? Where? And I've been telling you guys this. It's 71 of y'all here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I've been telling y'all this for a while. It's not necessarily that murder has gone up or violent crime has gone up, but home break-ins and assaults have gone up. What's an assault? An assault usually is somebody trying to rob you, but they ain't successful or something. Because if not, it'd be labeled a robbery. Now, assault could also be what we saw with Ariana Grande. Now, if they was in a nightclub and homeboy didn't let go and she yelled security, he'd have got the baton, okay? But because he was on the stage, everybody like, what you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? He was on stage. What are you talking about? He knew what he was doing. Just gross. I'm just so disgusted at all the, let's be honest, black men caping for him. Creepy shit. I know white dudes watching was like, oh, what the hell? He holding on too long. Now, when white boy Bob be like, he holding on too long, don't you think you as brother needs to be like, yeah, that was a little too long. That was a little creep. The link for the LLC course, Malik Jones, it was in the last video. Hold on. Let me see if my computer won't act right, because it was tripping earlier. It was like it was possessed by Skynet. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to act right tonight. So anyway, I don't know if Cam or anybody here, probably not. They all gone to bed, but I can put it in the comments. Hold on. Give me a second. So my point is, Where are your eyes focused? And that was where I was going to show. Like the rest of this week, I'm gonna put up a few stock videos. I'm gonna put up a few investment videos. But the main thing I got coming is something called explosive networking in the funding book. Now, what are those? And keep putting your cities and states in there so I can get to you, because this is really important because it's going to help me add to this funding book, to be really honest. Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all this. Hold on. So this is the LLC course. I put it in the comments. It's in the comments. There you go. Geek Surgeon said he took the class and loved it. KB Rain, no assault, nothing to grab. KB Rain, do you need to get time out? You gonna act up tonight? Keep your hands to yourself. Don't put your hands on. There was no even need for him to even touch her. Not hold her hand, not reach out to her, nothing. Just, hey, everybody, it's Miss Grande gonna sing. Walk off. That's it. He up there getting starstruck trying to touch people. Bro, stop. This is not a street corner. I'ma holler at her. She in a short dress. Nah, that's creep, bro. It's creep. Something about that. Creep as hell. Daniel McCray, love the glasses. Thank you. I appreciate it. Several seats, Mentor Shelley. Okay, so thank y'all. Y'all got a few states y'all said. South Carolina, Florida, Los Angeles, Raleigh. Okay, where we got? San Antonio, GA, New York. What's up, Leslie? Philadelphia, major gentrification, but we as a people always making excuses. Florida. Okay, we got more Florida. Dallas, Fort Worth. Okay. What else we got? Dominic, Shireen Douglas, if you're in the Facebook group, somebody already posted some. Okay, Queens, Los Angeles, from Philly. Hey, Penny Stock Investor, good job. You're one of the best out here. The link for the LLC course. What's up, Derek Bailey? It happened a lot when I lived in Colorado Springs, home of Asian people moving from California. Thank you. So I've been talking about this because a lot of people are like, well, this is not going to affect me. You know, if the economy changes, I got a good job, Erica. I got credit cards. I'm straight. And I'm like, you're missing what I'm talking about. Oh, see, look, there you go, T. Kelly. He's a holy sanctified pervert, been grabbing side boob for years. Yeah. I mean, most men at church do the outside shoulder tap, hug. You know, even if they hug you, it's tight and then they let go. Homeboy doing all this upper side titty. Like, no, homie, you know where titty's at. Even if she ain't got no titties, as somebody said in the comments, it don't matter. Like, you don't even need to touch her in these parts. Outside church shoulder hug, always been that way. Laying off the hands of the Lord doing. No, I'm not even gonna do it. What's up, Miss Vegan? How you doing? Okay, Salt Lake City. Okay. So what am I doing here when I'm asking your city and state? So inside the Facebook group, I'm adding the top list of banks for different cities and mostly just going by states, right? Top credit unions, top banks. Why? I'm making a funding book. And it's gonna be crazy. I'm already putting something together. People in the Hood Estates Elite program, you'll see me because I'm actually doing a whole video series talking about funding over there. But it's essentially in the group we've been stacking up. And if you see my Instagram too, one after another, funding, private loans, business lines of credit, lines of credit, all kind of stuff. Because everybody's been in this like, credit cards, Erica, I gotta get credit cards. And I'm trying to get you to the next level stuff of where, I mean, you make a few phone calls, you got a different life. You dig? Mentor Shelley, LLC course is great. So far taken. Got you. Michigan, Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you for that, Louisville. But you're probably going to correct me. It's like Louisville. But you know what I meant. Port Charlotte, Florida. When you run for Congress, like, you know, I used to think I was going to run for Congress. But, you know, you got to get too sleazy to run for. You got to shake hands with people you don't even like. See, also, let's be honest. When you run for Congress, it's because people in your community back you. Now, if I say I realize a certain community ain't got no money, That means who other side I'm gonna have to jump to? I'm gonna have to jump to the dark side. I'm gonna have to jump to, business owners, whoever in that community supports me. Like I told you on Houston, there's an Asian representative. If I can pull his name up, I will. And he cops hard for his community. And he may say, no, I represent all the people in this district. Okay, that district has a lot of Asian people and a lot of Asian business owners and a lot of illegal overstaying their visa Asians. And guess what? When I start talking about rounding people up, he was out there with tears. He was on CNBC. He was on C-SPAN. He out there giving the Asian cry. I ain't never seen an Asian man cry that much on TV. It was crazy. Because who was his community? Who put him in there? Who financed him to be there? Same thing. People talking bad about Maxine Waters. She's not doing nothing for Black people. Who be financing her? Hispanic and Mexican business owners in her district. Her district's poop. So only the business owners giving her money. So again, Kamala Harris is the same. Kamala Harris is actually part Indian and part something else, right? She's not even technically Black. Her daughter, I didn't even know it's her daughter until they put them in a picture together because her daughter looks like Asian and white. She do have a Black husband, but I mean, just like, what? That's her daughter? That Asian white woman? And so it's like, you have to follow the money. And the problem is so many people are, one, not following the money, and two, not really even trying to get the money. That's the shit that bothers me. And people say, well, Erica, it's a lonely road at the top. I know. And that's why I'm trying to put together the other book, Explosive Networking, how I've just literally, people hate getting on the phone. People hate getting on the person. Like, there's some people like, can I make a YouTube video without my face? I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Right? There's a lot of people doing that, right? There's a lot of people who refuse to take jobs where they're going to have to make phone calls. They want to email everybody. And can I just email them? Can I see? At some point, you're going to have to get on the phone. And so in the Explosive Network book, I'm just going to talk about how I went from like 50,000 a year, 100,000 a year, 300,000 a year plus, right? Because I talked on the phone with people and also met in person. Like this whole year, like the rest of this whole year, y'all enjoy these videos of my apartment while you can, because the next, from September 18th to October 30th, I know, like Halloween, I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna be in Florida, I'm gonna be in Dallas, I'm gonna be in North Carolina, South Carolina, Charleston with Nina, a wholesaler. I'm gonna be in, I hit my 10,000 steps, I forgot earlier. I'm gonna be in a lot of different places. And so I'm going to show you, not just tell you, but show you, like, I'm going to go to Las Vegas in November with Jacob's Life in Vegas. And I'm also going to go out there and shoot guns with a couple different people for my other channel, for my other Instagram, right? And then I have my video photographer come with me. So, the thing of it is you can have this great life, but it might require you to make some phone calls. It might require you to meet some people in person. It's like, I'm trying to explain this to y'all so hard, but when you go on Bigger Pockets, and this is like the level most people are on, they're like, oh, hey, I'm here for information. Or you get in the Facebook group, you're like, I'm here for information. And then everybody's in there doing this. Like somebody right now, there's 3 people I think shared where they got houses from Alabama tax lien certificates. Now, if everybody in the group ain't picked up on that, then I don't know what else to do. Like they showing pictures of the houses they got. They showing pictures of how they fixing them. They showing the pictures of the backside. They doing a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. Y'all are missing this opportunity. And so, like, that's what I wanted the Facebook group to be. I wanted to be people in there working together, hitting each other up. And there's 100 of y'all. Hit the like button, because that's the power in connecting. That's the power in leveling up. Like there's no reason that I think it's October 19th to the 21st. I'm gonna be in Dallas, and I'm gonna be speaking on Saturday. But even if you don't come to Dre's event, there's going to be like 20 of us there hanging out who are all going to be wholesalers and investors. If you don't get in that space, whose fault is that? That's a prime opportunity for you to talk to people. Like I'm even going to an event the week before in Dallas to see Ryan Scribbler, because we got the same audience almost. Except he just blew up because Skynet likes him better. Skynet, I'm not like him. I send a lot of traffic off the channel. So Skynet likes him better. And y'all know who I'm talking about. So it's all about algorithms. You dig? You dig? Can I say it to you? Do you understand what I'm saying? So that Explosive Networking book is going to be all about how many people I met and along the way I met them and how it blew up. Okay. And then the funding book is going to be step A through B. How do you get it? What order you get it? Like there's even a website we put in the Facebook group for credit cards. And like the website is made for Chinese people coming to America. Hey, this is how you do it. This is how step 1. Okay, wait 4 months. Okay, step 2. Okay, do this. They got a guide in there telling you how to go step by step. They come here to win. They come to America to get all the money, not some of the money, not enough money to go on vacation in Jamaica and stun on them, but all the money. And there was O'Shea had a video earlier, and I was trying to watch it, but I was a little frustrated because everybody's like, should we go to Africa? Do we owe Africa anything? And I'm like, bro, you're in America. You're an American. If you can't make it here, let me be very clear. You're not going to make it over there. And that's why I didn't get on the panel, because I didn't want to be salty Pam. And everybody like, man, get Erica out of here, boo. Because that's the truth. And plus, I was at the gym. I needed to finish my gym workout. If you saw my Instagram earlier, it was ridiculous. I didn't hit enough calories, so then I had to go walk outside. I'm just like, stupid calories. But anyway, if you can't tap into a system where people from other countries who can't even speak English, like that website we sharing in the Facebook group, everybody in there sees in Chinese, right? And then it's translated to English, right? Y'all saw that in the Facebook group. Y'all see that link? You see why that is? Because they come in here not even speaking English, gonna hop up on the credit card game. Come on now, baby. And people like, well, they got special loans and grants, Erica. I come on here all the time and tell y'all about the USDA loans. I come on here all the time and tell y'all how a lot of these white people don't got no money. They moving out farther and farther out in the country, getting a USDA loan, no money down, zero closing, so they can live out there for a year or two, then move it back into town. I'm telling y'all over and over again. You know, I'm giving the jewels every video, and people still be like, I don't know, Erica. I don't know. I go, well, what? I don't know more to tell y'all. Let me see. Sherry Douglas, you paid for the notes course you had a few months ago, $99. Shireen, you need to email me ASAP, because everybody gets through on any customer concerns or calls have always gotten through to me. So hop off here and email me, or stay on, but just you need to email me. Whatever link you paid through, you email me. Kansas City. There ain't even that much out there in Kansas City. You should know everything. Sarasota, thank you, Madid Jones, for the $10 super chat. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Living in Nashville. I really want to do something out in Nashville. I don't know what. One of the people I know does letters out in Nashville, works with wholesaling out there. Man, I'm trying to connect with all of them. Trying to do some kind of event in Nashville. Okay, Oakland, California. Baltimore in the building. Now, see, part of this too is y'all got to realize that some of the banks that I'm gonna put on the list not even gonna be in your city. Some are gonna be in your city, but it's gonna be like the whole state, because you have the power of the telephone, you have the power of the internet. So I know a lot of people like, nah, I want something down my street. Jessica, born and raised where? Just moved to Nashville 2 months ago. Nashville is the shit, but it's been on a 10-year expensive climb. Like, I had friends who bought a house 5 years ago. Let me think. What was 2013? 2013 is what? 4 years ago? No, 5 years ago. Bought that house for $80,000. Needed work. They were remodeling in there, fixing. Sold that house for $374,000. So Nashville's on some cray-cray. Nashville's on some cray-cray. Jamaica Newbern. Hey, Erica, my name is Ken Carter. Why are you going by Jamaica Newbern then? Are you trying to be a woman on the internet so you can get up in men's groups and make them mad? What are you doing, Ken Carter? Anybody who paid, look at me and look at me in my eyes. Anybody who paid for the $10 Classy Climb Facebook group, if you actually click on the course, the link for the Facebook group is in the course. You click on the link and it'll send you to the page, and you request to add into the group. And then I see your request and I go click accept. Yep. And then if you take too long, I take your email and I put it in the thing and I send you an invite. So check your email, because a lot of you, as Jamaica Newbern, which is actually Ken Carter, trying to be someone else on the internet, I'm watching you now, I'm watching you, is probably got an email, but is not the same person on Facebook. So I'm watching you Watching you now, Mr. Ken Carter, watching you. Utah State Rep Maya Love is funded mostly by the members of the church. Thank you. She's a Black Republican. If anybody don't know who we're talking about here, Farida James just brought up Utah Senator Mia Love. She's married to a white man. She's in the, what do you call them? You call them Mormons, but the Latter-day Saints or whatever. Mormons, let's just call them what they are, Mormons. And who backs her? She's Republican. It ain't the Black people of Utah backing her. It's the Mormons and the business owners in that community. Since showing she's well-funded. I've never heard her. I mean, she's never even had to campaign for money. Like, that's how well-funded Mia is. She's not even campaigning for money. Just telling y'all, man. Just telling y'all. I'm not a Glock girl. No, I am a Smith & Wesson 40 MP Shield. 40 cal. Yeah. I don't want no. See, I used to be a bodyguard girl, but I saw a video where these people were fighting and the man kept going and the woman's is capping him with a 38. I was like, oh no, I need stopping power. If I shoot you twice, I want you to be done. I'm not trying to kill anybody. I'm just trying to stop the threat towards me. Like, in the future, if y'all don't realize what I'm saying, as I say in all these videos, people are not going to murder people, but what they're going to do is, like, you ever seen the Brazil videos where a lot of people are like, we're hungry, we're desperate, and they're just robbing. Like, every time you saw the games, they told Americans to go in deep packs anywhere because they would go in robbery packs, 4 or 5 people. Like, one person will push you in the crowd, one person take your stuff, and then it's like you don't even know who did it, right? Or it'd be like teenage boys walking around in Brazil with no shirts on, so they look harmless, like they're going to the beach, and then they take your cell phone and run off. I mean, that is coming to parts of America in cities because, let's be really honest, right now I told y'all I was in Austin at the park, and there was a white guy going around pulling the door handles of cars. I know that technique because my family are cops. They're like, that's someone looking to have an easy break-in. Like, if your car is just unlocked, you just forgot. He just opens the door, takes stuff, and closes it back. So he doesn't have to break your window. He doesn't have to draw attention to himself. He's just a white guy at the park with his shirt off, running and jogging. That is coming. You're going to have more of that. I've seen a Black dude do it in a parking lot in Charleston, South Carolina. He was just walking around like, hey, how you guys doing? And my mom was like, hey. And he was so nervous. He tried to act like, oh, yeah, just going in the store. And my mom was like clicking the mess out of that door, like locking our doors, because that's what that is. And he was dressed nice. It wasn't a Black dude looking disheveled. It was a nice dressed Black guy. Nice slacks on, nice shirt. You know, people are going to do more like, I just want to steal but not hurt people things. And I know that sounds counterintuitive. You're going to be like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Ring doorbell. When I talk about Ring doorbell all the time, when people are stealing packages off the front door, they're not hurting anybody. They're not hitting anybody over the head. It just was out there. I just took a package off the porch. Bro, that's still stealing. But you're going to see a lot more of that. That's why when Shark Tank passed on the Ring doorbell, they were stupid. They were not in tune with what the middle class, upper middle class, or lower middle class is. Like, there's people with trailers trying to put a Ring doorbell on, which is crazy. But I understand it because it's what people would see as victimless crimes. Like, well, somebody just stole your package off your porch. Right? So anyway, let's keep going. Cold calling is like push-ups, sit-ups, squats. Not flashy, but it builds foundation. I mean, Herbert Scott. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats. Who does that? People in jail coming out looking like a tank, eating up but carbs all the time. I mean, it works. What works, works. Will you come to Wakanda? I am Wakanda forever. I don't know if y'all can see this in here, but also in the office, when we're switching offices to a bigger office, I have 2 Wakanda up here. I have the man, Black Panther, and Okoye. But it's like a abstract drawing, so y'all see that a little bit later. Who going to GA? Look like Mr. Shelley's going to jail. T. Kelly says she going to the desert before the Raiders come and drive up whole Las Vegas. Baby, Las Vegas been dried. Like, the book called Upside, it basically says in the book, Las Vegas is an example of America. Now, what's the demographics of Las Vegas? A lot of elderly white people, A lot of brown younger people, Filipinos, like Hawaiian people call it the Knife Island. Why? Because they can't afford to live in Hawaii, so they go to Las Vegas. What's in Las Vegas? Casinos. What do they know how to do? Cards, all that, hospitality, hotels. Oh, bye bye. So people are moving. Kirsch Drake, Skynet. Everybody on this channel know who Skynet is. If you don't know who Skynet is, ask somebody in the comments to tell you. Babam, Bambi, thank you. Penny stocks. We can only bring the strongest minds with us. I'm telling you, when the fall comes, I'm gonna be like, if I have to hike the prices up more on the calls because I'm gonna be on the road, I'm able to do it. Miss Vegan, love your hair. Thank you. That's why we are taking action to truly win. Also, the whole point I'm trying to get y'all set, where your head is focused, your mind goes, right? Like if every day, and O'Shea talks about this, and it's true. Somebody went off twice today on his show. If all you talk about is broke bitches and the hood and the ghetto and what's the problems with the ghetto, like that's your only focus. That's it. That's all you're seeing. Where on the other hand, if you're on this channel, we're talking about stocks, we're talking about bonds, we're talking about real estate, we're talking about owning the hood instead of complaining about it. It's a whole nother conversation. Whole nother conversation. People that are complaining about broken bitches, that's all that's coming in their life because that's the energy they putting out, right? Like I was talking about when I was just spending time being nice and speaking to everybody when I walk by. And some weird black people, usually from California and New York, yeah, I'm gonna talk about y'all, was like, oh, why is she speaking to me? But other white people were like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And people were like, Austin's so unfriendly. Well, are you friendly? That's a question. Are you friendly? If you're not friendly, people don't have to be friendly to you. If you come down from New York or you come from California, mean mugging everybody, you're not friendly. So your life is a reflection of you. Now, people don't want to hear that because people sometimes don't like the results their life is giving them. I see all the time that 600-pound life. I don't know why I'm so big. I don't mean to pick on them, but a lot of times they're sitting there eating 7 pieces of chicken and mashed potatoes and somebody's cooking for them, enabling them. And they're like, I don't know what happened. And that's most people, but not on that scale, right? Most people don't know what happened to their debt, their credit cards. Like I remember asking a client, can you just tell me all your subscriptions? Like, can you print out your debit card statement, your bank statement, even though you get it online, and that's how they want you to get it online so that you don't correct your spending. Homeboy had over $600 of magazines and online subscriptions. Netflix. You know, when people tell you, oh, I just got Netflix. No, you don't. You got Hulu, you got other stuff, Like you end up having like at least $50 worth of subscription. Sometimes 100, right? Because people want specialized channels, but not everything. They have the Roku box. Also, same thing with magazines. You ordering them big booty Betty magazines. Yeah, I said it. That's what's coming to your house. And you don't want nobody to know. Just be honest with yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's again why I'm telling y'all to get mint.com for those who don't have a business, and quickbooks.com. QuickBooks Online. Remind me to put the link somewhere. Also, challenge me on this YouTube channel. I am doing 30 days of blogs. This website's back up. I'm doing 30 days of blogs because I've been slacking, and somebody called me out on it in the comment section, and you're right. Slacking. So we're going to do 30 days of blogs. So I've already pre-wrote some earlier from my phone. Okay, what do we have? Angela Davis. Erica, what's the name of your book? And does it have information on how to buy tax liens and deeds? Angela, the best spot to get the information on tax deeds and liens is from the tax lien course, because that is your best opportunity to get information on the tax liens. I don't have any books on tax liens because I have a whole course. I walk you step through step on it. And in the Invest in Marijuana course, just for the record, I'm thinking of when I go to Las Vegas, we're going to add that in there. We're going to let my nice young man from Detroit edit that video for me. And it's going to be on, it's going to be fire. Okay, I just put in the links, tax lien course. There you go. Anyway, let me get back up. Thank you, T. Kelly, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Trying to go up and find you guys. Oh, goodness. Put this here. My screen is acting up, y'all, so we're going to do this. I'm doing my cell phone, which is ghetto, but, you know, screen's acting up. Jessica, what made you move to Nashville? I've been here for 3 years. What? Y'all up in Nashville like that? Y'all better talk to each other. Nashville is lit. I'm coming to Nashville, so y'all, let's do some kind of meetup. I have a Sig Saucer 40. Thank you, George Jackson. For the super chat. Hold on, let me get down there. We're skipping over people. Hold on. Crap. I see y'all. Hold on. Sig Saucer Rez, I see you. Derek Bailey. Hit the like button. Y'all, it's 120 of y'all. Hit that like button for tonight. Get it right. Hey, Erica got him. You know what? No. Because I'm already like, I want to stay on target. I'm just not feeling that 1911. I'm not feeling it. Gray man, blend in and go unnoticed. Holla at your girl, because that's what they do. Tars, man, Tars is made from Brazil and it's cheap. I ain't making fun of you, but that shit is terrible. Wow, Mentor Shelley, one of my coworkers got in their car, broke it into in our work parking lot a month ago. We now have cops driving around our parking lot. See what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't feeling that Glock. I got a lot of cousins who are police officers with Glocks. 22, what a 20, you know, Miss Vega, what 22 is going to do is piss you off and get beat up. The robber going to be like, ah, and just knock you out. Hit them with that. Miss Vega said there's nobody elderly white people in Sarasota. They're retiring down there. Airbus G, what's a good state to move to in your opinion? It all depends on you, honestly, because here's my thoughts. And y'all can say what y'all want on this. I talk about money on this channel. I talk about increasing your income, increasing your passive income, because you should have the flexibility to go see your family whenever. I meet people here all the time from North Carolina. Tomorrow, you know, I drove home last week and I'm like, why are you driving 20 hours? Well, you could just get on a flight for $200. That tells you how tight people are with money, that either they can't fly home and somebody pick them up, or they can't even afford to get a rental car when they get there, that they're driving 20 hours from Texas by themselves. That's tough. And I got to a place where I'm like, I'm not going to be in that position. I know they not. And it's ridiculous, Samuel. Health, weight, and real talk. I'm focusing on my new YouTube channel, and it's great ideas are coming to me left and right. Listen, I'm telling you, video is the future, but even so, people like following your journey. So if you're somebody losing weight, you're taking supplements, they want to know what your thoughts on them, all that good stuff. I'm from NY, and when people nod or smile at me, I return it. It doesn't cost me anything. Hey, my focus on securing funding for my first, it looks like a truck, Mentor Chevy, yes. Erica Robinson says 600-pound life scares me. It does too, so I don't watch it. But Asia Denson, I keep making fun of her in Detroit. She be posting stuff all the time. I'm like, stop. Or my mom watches it, and I'm like, why are you watching that? That's depressing. I don't know why she watches that. It's depressing. See, T. Kelly, see, they got you. Oh, I don't drink any syrup. This is coffee. I know I shouldn't drink it this late, but I am. Miami, Florida. Raheem, Miss Erica's on point. People save your money, pay off debt. Recession's coming. George Jackson, how can I chat with you about the freight/trucking biz opportunity that you mentioned in a previous video? You mentioned a guy that was adding more trucks. So George Jackson, if you see my Instagram channel, Hood Estates is your best bet because they actually have the links for their course there. Like you can click through my Instagram and get it too, but that's your best bet. They've got a great course. They walk you through every step, their funding process, what you're trying to do with third-party trucking. The guy that's in Houston, I asked him if he could come on the show. I don't know if he feels super comfortable. He's got one truck and he's trying to get a second one, but I'm trying to see if he'll come on because he literally watches this show. If he's in the comment section, you know, if he's watching the video tonight, say something, bro. People want to know. What he is doing is he simply went, got an office, and everybody fights me on this, and you can do what you want. Got an office, got an LLC, got an EIN number, went to Navy Federal, $40,000 equipment loan, got a truck, got a driver through the broker system. So trucks in Dallas, he lives in Houston. Trucker been on the road doing everything he need to do. Getting about $2,000 a month, $2,000 a week. So each week he's getting about anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 a week after they split it 50-50. And the company that brokers the loads pays the driver from the money, so he don't even have to worry about all that. Now, of course, they get paid a little bit on their back end, but you know how that go. Shireen Douglas, if you did a PayPal to me, it's in the PayPal. Just go in your email. Somebody's talking about they were born in Miami. Okay. Hey, Mahid Jones, do it, man. Been following you for a while. Took your advice and went and got a pizza job. What I tell people is if they separate the money into a separate account, which I know people act like that's so much work, but if they do, they can see how much money they're making. Just straight deposit all your money in there or keep track of it with your Mint account, all that stuff. I don't, Miss Vegan. I'm trying to finish getting married next year, and so then I'll have my kids. Awesome. Thanks for that. No worries, George Jackson. So listen, thank you again for supporting the channel with the super chat. My whole point is thank you for adding the cities. It's going to help me with this book, this funding book. It's going to help me as I have Put Estates course. Because at the end of the day, it's like, that's mostly what I'm doing. That's mostly what I'm learning in a lot of my masterminds. People are just going out getting funding. And as much as I talk junk about Mr. Short Guy who gets a lot of funding, people don't understand. They're like, well, how can I pay the credit cards back? And that's where they're so short-minded. It's like, no, you want lines of credit, you know, because let's say you had $1 million in a line of credit, 20% interest, 25% interest, which many of you are like, that's crazy. But that's the average. In a lot of apartment investing, in a lot of other places, that's the average. You get 200,000 off that $1 million. So it's a lot of people. They want the credit cards, but they don't understand the whole concept. They just don't. They're not understanding the concept. So they're just, I don't know, vacation focus, Instagram focus. So, but I can just tell you right now what's happening in Florida. Florida, what was it? The foreclosures went back on the rise, and everybody was like, "Well, that's awkward." No, it's not, because people stay in the same job, same places, do the same routine. Now, this one guy was saying, you know how all these Americans were like, I'll do the jobs other Americans won't do, right? And so the reason he was saying that's bullcrap is because we saw in the last recession, a lot of people went on unemployment for 2 years. And when the 2 years ran out, they went on disability. Like 75% of the people when the unemployment ran out tried to apply for disability. Now, I don't know how many got it. I just know the numbers were like 75%. So people rather sat at home and collect a check. So when they're like, the economy's booming, Erica, if it's booming, why are so many people sitting on the couch trying to collect a check? If it's booming, how come the farmers can't find anybody to work the fields? If it's booming, why are 1 in 3 men, 19 to 34, living at home? And then 1 in 4.5-ish women living at home in that same age range. That's a lot of men living at home with mama and daddy. I don't give a damn who you are. And everybody can't live in New York and California and make that an excuse. I live here in Texas and dudes are rooming up, 4 or 5 dudes room, a house. You know what I'm saying? You see article after article in California, people rooming up. So what's going on in your city? You know what I mean? Ricardo Roper, I put the link in for the consult. Trent Davis. So Trent Davis right now, I have Design Crowd. I put some money on Design Crowd and people get to put shirts together for me. So for the trucking biz, can it be done with cargo van biz? I mean, Humphrey Cabu, there's a lot of different things you can do. Ricardo Roper is the special for 53 over. It's not. I think I have like 6 more slots left. Go to the last video and get the link because I don't have any of my moderators tonight, so it's hard to put the links in because I don't have my moderators. So anyway, but that's part of what I was trying to bring up this week. Also, another thing I saw this week. What was it I was going to bring up? Oh my gosh, it's cracking me up. Dang it. Oh gosh, I forgot, y'all. It's been a long workout day, so. But part of the thing I'm trying to encourage y'all guys is meetup groups, conferences that go to that whole thing where we're trying to change our environment, right? So that's my challenge to all y'all tonight is go Google in your city, go to eventbrite.com in your city and type of events, real estate events, conferences, whatever. Because honestly, that's the sauce, dude. That's the special hack, is like meeting people in person. Like, even if you get the funding, if you don't know anybody, what that gonna do? You did what that gonna do? So also put in the comments right now while I'm thinking of it. What's one thing you change about your current city you're in? What's one thing you change about your current city you're in? Because a lot of times people say, oh, my city sucks. I'm like, how? So put one thing in the comments you change about your city, and I'll see if I can get this link. I'll give you all a second to put that together. What's one thing you change about your city? And that can be anything. Just name what's one thing you change about your city. All right. So anybody who is looking for the $50, which is basically almost half off, consult for 30 minutes. I'm putting in the link. I think I have 6 more slots, y'all. Don't go crazy, but here it is in the links. For Ricardo, there you go. As soon as you pay that, I hit email you. You set up the date. That's how that works. All right, let's see. Let's see some of these comments. Please tell me one thing you change about your city so that I can, you know, figure out what's the vibe here. Shireen Douglas, NY needs to lower the rent. Can't do it, Shireen. Can't do it. NY needs the money because of all the taxes. Trent Davis, less traffic. Okay, where are you at, Trent Davis? You got, okay, put y'all city beside it. Put your city and state beside what you're asking for. Chris Brooks, better mass transit. Where are you at? Legalize cannabis free, James. Salt Lake, Utah. Nah, I'm sorry. Salt Lake, Utah gonna be like that for a long while. Reduce the rents in NYC. Thank you, Angela. Tyrone Craft, speak English. Now, as soon as you said speak English, I'm thinking you talking about Miami because you have a giant U in your thing. Miami needs to lower the rent. Money talks, bullshit walks. To lower rent, of course, New York. Bring family entertainment on the weekend. Okay, Lance Brown, what city is that? And Miami, you're not even talking about just Spanish in Miami. You're talking about Asian and Portuguese, and like all these different countries are down in Miami like crazy right now. Houston, okay. So you're saying rent needs to be low. What you say about Houston? Less traffic. Oh, that's a wrap. Houston can't even get any less. Homeless families living on the freeway in Oakland, California. Man, in California, y'all got whole tent cities out there, yo. It's crazy. I don't even understand what they're trying to do. Houston is never going to get better mass transit. And this is the thing about Houston. Like, I thought that was being ridiculous when I said it, but somebody was talking to me about how Houston didn't have a city planner for a long time. And so now it's just going out of, it's just like, you can't even put a city planner in place because you would have to grandfather in so many parts of Houston. It's not even worth it. Plus, big money in Houston does not want that. Camden, South Carolina needs to do more things for the kids to do. Urban Mastering Ryan University. Like what? Like what? What in Camden? I don't even know Camden's big. I've never heard of Camden, South Carolina. No, Columbia and Greenville. Kids need sports. That's what they need. Family entertainment in Sun City, California. Oakland here. Get rid of the homeless camps under the damn freeway. Right? And that's my whole thing is like, if the police start going, move, 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 move. Do you ever remember Rambo? Movie where Rambo had came back from Vietnam War or whatever, and he was walking through the town. He was like, I don't want no trouble. I'm just trying to walk through. And it was like, move, get out of here, move. That's kind of what I think police are going to have to go back to. Just a straight up baton out, move. Get your shit. Go to the woods, go wherever you need to go, but you can't be here. Now, Lilu 19, you better stop right now. Rent in Raleigh is not high. You ought to be ashamed putting that in the comments. You ought to be ashamed. I'm from North Carolina. Rent in Raleigh is dirt cheap. I mean, people move here from Austin to Raleigh for jobs and tech and go, why is it so cheap there? What's going on? You better stop. Rent in Raleigh is pennies on the dollar. Better educated neighbors in Greensboro, North Carolina. Whoa, Goldsboro. Sorry, I apologize. Goldsboro is over there by Wilson, right? That Rocky Mountain. Ooh, Ooh, they got to get teeth in their mouth first, Samuel. Oakland and San Francisco, lower housing and rent prices. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. To everybody in NY complaining about the rents, come on down to Birmingham. Let me show you how to become a homeowner. Stop playing. That's right, George. Listen, George, tell them if they don't know about Vestavia and Hoover, where the average income's like $100,000 down there, and people be like, Alabama's terrible. I'm like, have you been to Hoover? Have you been below Birmingham? It's richy rich over there. And a big old giant house for $120,000. What's going on? Birmingham they ain't playing. Lower Birmingham, not upper. Lowering the housing market in Las Vegas. Los Angeles, more free parking. Free parking, you mean on the sidewalk? Because somebody's got to pay taxes. Georgia was moving to Alabama. I can't even take y'all. Skating ring. Okay. Do they have a skating ring there? They need two. Nothing so far. Better mass transit and lower housing in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Personal capital is a great tool for attracting net worth. Thank you, Nathan Howard. Raleigh is cheap. Thank you. Everybody tell her Raleigh is cheap. Anybody who don't know, Raleigh is dirt penny cheap. You got to get a better job, boo-boo. Yes, it is, Erica. $1,000. $1,000 is dirt cheap. Austin is the $1,700. What are you talking about? Even Charlotte, that's $1,000 is dirt cheap. You used to be able to get a 2-bedroom in Raleigh for like $800, but it was over there by the college. And then if you go a little bit further out, like Raleigh's cheap. You can get a 1-bedroom for $800 in Raleigh. I know you can. Where are you trying to live in Raleigh? Let's be honest. Come on, give it to me. Tell me in the comments where you're trying to live in Raleigh. Let's get up here. Turtle Beach has bums. Where's that at, Trent Davis? Cops whipping behinds. I didn't say that. I didn't say cops whip anybody. I just said get the baton out, get the moving. In Germany, you can't be doing that stuff. Maybe I'm cheap. You got to be. See, listen. You got to make more than $3,600 a month. I'm sorry. Honestly, on this channel, if you watch my channel, you got to be making $4 grand a month, 4 to 5 to 6, and you can get there. Savannah, Georgia, expensive rent. Man, Jamaica, come on. Savannah's dirt cheap too. Is you trying to live downtown? Y'all see y'all playing with me. Expensive ratchet South Florida. Now, South Florida, I'll give it to you. That $2,500 rent, I don't know what they expecting y'all to do. I don't know what they expecting y'all to do in South Florida. Doctors, everybody doctors. You better speak on it. Vestavia, Hoover, and Homewood. I mean, they made an MTV show called Two-A-Days off of how rich Hoover was. The high school. I mean, they made an MTV show, and that's in Alabama, y'all. Okay. Solid steps to wealth, for real. You know it. Jeez. In San Francisco, you will pay $2,500 a month for a studio in the Tenderloin. That's New Jack City. Y'all see that? When people say, it's $1,000, $2,500 for a studio? Make Dallas less ratchet. See, first of all, what part of Dallas are you in? Where are you at? Okay, because if you're living in South Dallas, there is no way to make that less ratchet. If you're over there by Deep Ellum, there ain't no way. If you want to move to Uptown, or you want to, Uptown used to be black neighborhood too. If you want to move some other places, you can. Oh Lord, I can't. Columbia, South Carolina, that is not insurance related. Okay. Oh, IT. That is not insurance related. Oh, I'm sorry about you, baby. You got to work from home. Then you got to find some more people. Publix in Goldsboro. Good luck. North Raleigh. North Raleigh. Girl, see you playing too much. You play. Trent Davis, Miami. $2,500. Thank you, Alex. Put these people in projections. But $2,500 in the Bay Area will get you a studio apartment. In Raleigh, they have luxury housing, and if you know the vacancy rate, you can negotiate the rent down. Trust. Sassy Moxon too. Facts. All around that college, NC State, where they built up those fancy luxury apartments on the backside over there. All kind of negotiating. All kinds. Because if you see the vacancy rate, which y'all can't see it because you're on MLS, you can see when places are like 60% half empty. Penny stock investor, trying to start my own energy drink beverage. Not much help from my industry starting out. So penny stock investor, you do know you can, there's literally websites that help you put the energy drink together. There's a company here, a bottling company here in Austin, Texas, that put together drinks. You're going to need a lot of marketing. That's just it. And honestly, you don't even need marketing as much as you need to cold call. And I know you don't want to hear that, but you need to cold call and get your drinks in every freaking gas station you can in a certain mile radius. That's just the truth. Like a lot of the new energy drinks don't even, there's two markets. You either get in all the grocery stores, like 7-Eleven. Once you get in 6 7-Elevens, they rack you up in regionally. And then on top of that, 100 stores. Once you get in 100 stores, then more and more people pick you up. Or you can do the online model where you're literally just going to be running ads left and right. Both of those need money. So you're going to be cold calling, selling directly to the market to try to get the drink in the store, get some shelf space, or you're going to be doing online. That's just how it goes. And even if you do it online, then you're going to be heavily sending like whole packs, 6 packs, 12 packs, 24 packs of drinks to fitness YouTubers. And then sometimes they get on there and drink it and be like, this shit's nasty. They do that all the time. Okay. What else we got going on here? So 110 of y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button. Thank you. 100K in California is considered low income. Facts. Woo! Kansas City, Missouri need more healthy food options and less single mothers. Damn. Did he go there? Did he go there? Wow. I mean, people are going to start having to put vegetables in their backyard. Everybody want everywhere to be Whole Foods, but you ain't got Whole Foods money. Grow some vegetables in your backyard. Stop being cheap. East Wake County, North Carolina is cheap. Tyrone Tiller again. Durham is pennies on the dollar, but I've actually drove from Raleigh to Durham. It's been so much built up, you can't even do that anymore. I'm sorry, you can't even do it anymore. It's ridiculous. I'm in H-Town. Boca Raton, $2,500 for a 1-bedroom apartment downtown. Fort Lauderdale, $2,100 for a studio apartment. Let's not even talk about Brick Avenue in Miami. Wow. Fort Lauderdale is extremely expensive. Minneapolis. Alex, I did a little door dashing so I wouldn't be in Tent City under freeway. Listen, why am I asking y'all what are things y'all want to change in our city? Because y'all all hear the same answer, right? The rent is too damn high. So what does that mean? We got to get our money up higher. That's the bulk of what I'm hearing is you're going to have to get investments or you're going to get your money up higher. So are we getting higher paying jobs or are we getting our investments up? What are we going to do here? Cam put in there Salesforce training. All these people sharing these techniques with y'all to get more money. I'm just telling y'all. Solid stuff to wealth getting paid in South Florida. Oh, Minneapolis has good rental rates, just not enough housing for people. Exactly. Thank you, Sassy Moxon. This convo about high rent is truly an indication that we need to get real serious about upping our mindset to get this money. Thank you. She loves just being difficult. Okay, cool. Just watch The Founder, feeling motivated for a franchise. You know, I want to watch that, but I'm so over McDonald's. If you haven't noticed, they're closing 700 McDonald's stores across the United States. McDonald's is empty as hell. One, because poor people can't afford it. Glenda was talking about the other day. And two, because people be watching these Netflix documentaries. Okay, listen, my friend said it like this. Where are they getting that meat from? Like when you go to Five Guys and you go to certain places, people are like, they're so expensive, Erica. But you can taste the difference. Even now, working with my personal trainer and on this particular diet I'm on, I can taste the difference in certain foods. I went to one of these places, these soul food places in Austin. I about threw up at the table. It was so salty. It was so oily. I was like, what the hell are you doing, girl? You trying to kill somebody? But that's just it. People get so accustomed to eating sloppy and eating gross. And those moms in Kansas City need to go to the store and buy vegetables for their kids and cook them. I used to tell somebody said, oh, black people call that white people food. And there's an article and I'm totally offended by it. And it had some truth. It was like, oh, that's white people food. No, what the article missed is Panera Bread, Jersey Mike's. A lot of these places are not white people food. They're just expensive because you're broke as hell. Let's just be honest. If you can't afford a $9, $10 sandwich, you're poor. Let's just be honest. You're poor. And honestly, $9 or $10, if you make $10 an hour, that's an hour of your life work. Okay. So the article to me was offensive in the fact that it was saying, well, those are white people food. No, it's expensive food. And I had to explain this to my friend the other day. He was like, well, there's not black people food or white people food, Erica. I said, no, I never said that. I said, there's expensive food that some people cannot afford. Now, in a dream world, the mom getting food stamps would go to the store, get a lot of chicken, healthy chicken, organic chicken, rice, beans, and vegetables to cook for her children. But we all know that don't happen. We all know that don't happen. They buy juices and snacks and shit and empty calories. So hence why a lot of people are overweight, but a lot of people are also saying, you know, doctors are like, people are malnourished, and people are like, how? Because they're eating empty calories. So again, you know, there's a lot of conversation I can go down the rabbit hole, but I'm trying to keep the conversation tight. I'm growing my own food. I'm in Laurinburg. I mean, right there in Laurinburg, girl, you ought to have the whole backyard full. I live in Durham. Oh, you do live in Durham. Okay, then. $4,500 for a studio in NYC. Good luck, Samuel. All the Florida people need to have a meetup and let's get together and make this paper. There you go. SM, moving to Austin for a $120K job. Ball out. What? Welcome to Austin. You, of course, will probably live in North Austin, whether you know it or not, depending on where your job is, because a lot of tech jobs up north, and people didn't realize that when they took the jobs and came to Austin. I ain't even mess with you, Urban Mastermind. Think about moving to Seattle, work as a freight dispatcher, can live anywhere. Tired or Deep South? You know, Terry X, get you a break. Get you a break from Deep South. I mean, I'm just reading the comments, Solid Step to Wealth. I'm just reading the comments. Investments up. The meat is cut by soy byproducts. Ooh. Even McDonald's salads are compromised. Thank you. They never sold meat until 2018. Oh, God. It's disgusting. I haven't ate McDonald's, I think, in three or 4 years. No, because I got sick in 2013. Yeah, 4 years. And my nephews, when I was home, they're like, McDonald's. I was like, no, it's made with horse meat. So my 11-year-old nephew's like, ew. And then they were like, can we have Taco Bell? No, it's got horse meat too. Like, I was just freaking them out about every food. And they were just like, no. I was making them drink green smoothies and everything. Hilltop, buy empty lot, put a tempt on it. Erica Robinson, I love my $9 sandwich. Get your money up. Buy expensive food. Avoid the expensive doctors. Right? Like, even all these soccer moms that stay home, I'm like, why don't you have a garden? What's wrong with your mama? She ain't growing vegetables. Like, even just a few trees. Like, I gave my friends a lemon tree, and it produced 80 lemons. And they're like, we don't even know what to do with all these damn lemons. I'm like, put them, make them in the rain, make jellies. Like, eating healthy is costly but worth it. Well, it doesn't have to be so costly. It can be like, but that's the thing. People don't want to go to the store and buy a bunch of vegetables. And part of the article too, I corrected the girl who posted because she's a white nutritionist, and I don't think she understood what I was trying to say. I'm like, I'm from the South, North Carolina, where a lot of these Southern families didn't used to be big and fat as hell, because your grandmas and everybody made collard greens, turnip greens, yams, okras, turnips, you know, carrots of all type of colors, all kind of veggies filled you up because a lot of people couldn't afford a lot of meat. Now in the South, people getting all this meat for cheap. People getting a little fat in the South, getting real robust, right? And not everybody's making veggies like grandma and grandpas in the 80s and the 90s used to. When I went to kid stuff, as a kid, you got a hot dog and a plate full of veggies, or you got one chicken and a plate full of yams and greens and rice and filled beans. That's what you got. You didn't get a bunch of meat on your plate. I was somewhere the other day and my nephew got a piece of a rib and a chicken. And he couldn't finish it. And we're like, see, that's why we don't give kids meat. And I laughed because it's not like our family was hurting for it. We had trays and trays and trays of meat and veggies. But that's the point. Like, the food has changed in the South. So hence people think, well, all these black people are having diabetes and overweight. It's because, I hate to say it, I'm gonna hate to put it on the mamas, but mamas aren't cooking like they used to. Neither are daddies. My friend was talking about when he was growing up, his dad didn't cook at all. And his mom used to make really sweet tea. And I said, well, how sweet? She put 3 cups of sugar in it. So their dad would tell the boys, okay, get half a glass of water, then pour the sweet tea into it. Instead of the fucking dad being a dad and saying, hey, wife, stop. This is too sweet. Cut the fucking sugar. He's up there showing his children how to do techniques around stupid shit. And they're white. So for the record, white people are having the same problem. And some of these guys got to take responsibility. It's not just moms. If you're there and your wife is not properly cooking, that's on you too, boo. And the reason it's hitting me so hard, the topics I'm talking about right now, is there are several people that I know on YouTube and Facebook. They were trying to lose weight this year. They were trying to get their blood pressure under control, and they're dead. One dude, 45, died in Florida walking his morning walk to lose weight. Died. He was even on this show. He'll be interviewed on the show. So you guys can look back through the show and you know who I'm talking about. There's another man who is in Nashville, just had a birthday party. 3 days later, fell down. Heart attack. Overweight. I'm trying to not be so negative, but I'm like, money is important. It's a math solving equation. It can help you with the rent and it can help you live better. Like right now, I got a personal trainer. Everybody's like, you're paying for a personal trainer. Like, yeah, I need professional help. Because I go in the gym, I do what I want. But if he's there, we doing everything. And I'm like, help me, Lord. Help me, Jesus. T. Kelly said, McDonald's stuff will kill you. It's full of nitrates. You'll have a headache for a week. Ugh. People who think Five Guys is expensive, that's like the same people who complain about $3 ATM fees. McDonald's outpriced their franchise fees out of the reach of middle-class investors. Interesting. Eating healthy is very costly, but well worth it. My son is a picky eater. He's a toddler vegetarian girl. That's how my nephew was. He'd eat a lot of broccoli, a lot of carrots, because we had the colorful carrots all the time from our family. Like my mom has a garden. So my nephews eat a lot of that. Stop it. Texas is a good place to start a business. Andy, anywhere is a good place to start a business. Depends on the business. Uh-oh. My biggest pet peeve is I see a toddler baby drinking soda. I can't even imagine what's happened to that kid's insides. I see that every day. I was at Target and this kid's just drinking a Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is like one of the harshest sodas, right? Like people say what you want about Pepsi and Dr. Pepper, but like Coca-Cola feels like it's scraping your teeth. It's horrible. Dang, D-Bloke up here getting his Airbnb money. He's turning her garage into an efficiency room to take advantage of Florida Lauderdale Spencer print. Exactly. Produce and meat only, no carbs, no dairy. You will save money and be healthy. I need an avocado tree. No more store-bought avocado tree. She said I got tired of eating filled peas. You got to put ham in it. You got to mix it up. Mix it with rice. Oh, who's in here trolling? Hey, moderators, get that dude out of here. He in here trolling. Don't worry, I got him. You're gone. Moderators, make sure y'all getting people out of here. New generations of mom and dad. Sorry ass generation, honestly. Grow the food, take what you want, and sell the rest of the store. Exactly, Penny Stock. I moved to Flint, start a business, and food options here are horrible. Hot Cheetos, apps, cereal, milk. You can't even find organic foods in the farmer's market. Wow, Tiffany's up there in Flint, y'all. I don't see, what's her name? What's her name in here? Frankie's not in here tonight. She has gardening stuff. Yep, they were. Angela Gaines, they walked around the neighborhood at night. Like I was talking to my friend who's married to his wife, and I'm like, why don't y'all walk around the neighborhood at night? And they looked at me like I was stupid, like I was insulting them. And I'm like, that's what married old couples do. Y'all not old, but you walk around the neighborhood together after dinner. That's how you keep yourself, giant lifestyle. Money is the answer to 99% of your problems you have. I don't care what anyone says. Right? Flint, the whole thing in Flint scaring me. $1 million McDonald's franchise fees. Okay. Skynet is tripping again. Is it tripping again? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I watched this people work out one time and I was like, I'm not feeling rubbing all over the floor and grappling with people. I thought it was cool though. I just was not. I saw the two women they had in there and they were too muscular for me. I was like, that's just not feeling that. What? And me, that's what you can't get healthy food? What? Most people are not willing to leave their tribe and do better. They rather hang around another crab in the bucket mentality. Exactly. People are all like, are you going to come do it with me? Are you going to take these classes with me? Are you going to go open this business with me? I get on the phone and so many of y'all are trying to convince your family to do something with you. Grow a fucking spine and do it your damn self. They would want them to hold your penis when you pee. What is going on with y'all? Thank you. Solid steps to wealth. Get them on out of here. That's why we got moderators. Come for me, baby. Thank you. Solid steps to wealth. On track tonight. Oh my God, Andy, I think I've heard of that diet. All these issues sound like opportunities. Yeah. So anyway, I love my moderators. You guys are kicking butt tonight, but you know what? Your girl just had to step in and do this for a while. I just want you guys to think about what's happening in your local city, right? And break down what are some opportunities in your city, really. And I'm going to work on the funding book and get it refined in the Facebook group. The people in our Facebook group are my guinea pigs. And so they help me make these things better. So, because Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu look like it'll wear you out. It's making me a little nervous. Is Skynet giving y'all a hard time over there? That's why I got to get out of here because Skynet be tripping. But anyway, I'm hoping y'all have a good night. This week we'll be talking on some stocks. I'll be blogging some more. Food is life. The price of food is going up. Yep. Forest Park in Riverdale. Yep. See all these places. Like y'all on point. So I'm thinking of this. Is what I'm thinking of the house I get an auction in Detroit. I'm thinking of coming up there and filming, and I might do some kind of meetup up there. Of course, this Asia has her tour going on up there, the 19th and the 20th. You guys better go check that out if you can. She's got like a sale going on for the Memorial Day weekend. There's a lot of opportunities. So, yep. I'm telling you, they're getting rid of affordable housing. Don't worry about it. I mean, like I keep telling y'all, there's a book. You can disagree with me all day and night if you want to. It's called Broke by Glenn Beck. And it's got over 500 sources. And he's saying, and this was years ago, he's before his time, 2007, I think he was saying, we're going to come to a part where we're cutting budgets in places we don't even think we should be cutting budgets. And it's going to start with the national parks. That happened 3 years ago. All the national parks had days they were closed and stuff they couldn't do. And then EPA, and then all these agencies are starting to start cutting. I'm telling y'all, it's coming. It's already been predicted. So decide what part of the fence do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the part of the fence where you're like, oh, rent's too high? Or do you want to be like, Erica, where's the next investment? Let's go. That's what I'm telling y'all. I had to, Sassy Moxon, because people be calling me like, I want my cousin to do this with me. I want my brother to do this with me. I'm like, most people will not do something unless you take lead. They can't hold your hand and do it with you. Your parents can't even hold your hand and do it with you. You have to take a lead somewhere. And people are just refusing to take a lead. They're refusing to leave their homes. They're refusing to talk to people. And that's why I'm writing this book, Explosive Networking. I have somebody who's going to help me with the editing. They're also helping me when I add the additional papers to the Smartphone Millionaire book, because that's what it is. It's like the reason I'm going to conferences at Grant Cardone stuff and people in there are making all this money is they're not afraid to talk to people. I had one guy who was a felon, came out, started an HVAC company, killing it in Florida. Because that's all he got. He knew he had a felony. He was like, I got this guy who works for me. He fixes ACs and he's running around talking to people. You got to make money. How you got to make money? Oh, Alex said, my job offered me an option to work from home and kept my California pay. I was on the first thing smoking to Georgia. And that's how you do it. What's the Facebook group name? JD Sam. JD Sam. The link for the Facebook group is always in the comment section. I'll put it in there again because it's not a free group. It's a paid group. And the reason it's paid is we only want people who are taking action in there. We don't want no stragglers. We don't want no drama, no tire kickers. And that's the thing. That's the funny part is I've seen over 1,500 of y'all from this channel go check the Facebook group out and then not join. And you know what that tells me? Like, I'm right about what I said. I'm right about making it paid because only people who are paying are taking full advantage of it. I'm telling you, we did a whole business credit thing and it was hot fire. And I bet you most of the people in that group are going to be, I'm telling you. Skynet is on you, lagging hard. Oh, it is? I can't tell it's lagging. I'm watching it from my thing. Refresh your screen because I'm actually watching it on my cell phone right now beside me. South Eagles Landing, Stockbridge, McDonald. Eagles Landing is splitting the town in half. Which part, McDonald? Sources for what? Ah, JD said Hammond, Indiana is a great place. Exactly, saw itself so well. It's definitely scary to do things on your own, but I learned you meet people, and when you get there, the conversation is more stimulating. Exactly. If you start taking steps, and that's also what I've been trying to. The whole Facebook group is for us to come together, motivate each other, and take steps. Like if you partner with somebody in there, great, because they're actually doing what you want. But when you're trying to grab your brother, your cousin, your sister, and force them to level up to where you want them to be, it's not going to work. You're forcing them to do something that you want them to do. But look, I got to run tonight. Somebody said that it's lagging. I can't see because I'm on my cell phone watching it, but maybe it is. So look, everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Skynet is watching. If you want to get any links for the private Facebook group or any links for the tax lien course, any of those things are going to be below. For those of you who are trying to talk to me with the special, make sure you hit the links below. It'll be in the comment section. So I hope you guys have a great night. Everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Later, Gator.